When most people think of Japan, they think of the world's fastest trains, the freshest sushi, ancient temples standing beside futuristic skyscrapers, cherry blossoms, anime, and technology that feels decades ahead of everyone else. To millions of tourists, Japan feels almost magical. But behind this beautiful image, Japan is facing a crisis that could change the country forever. Every year, Japan loses hundreds of thousands of people. More people die than are born. Schools are closing, entire villages are disappearing, and houses sit abandoned. And experts believe that by the end of this century, Japan could lose tens of millions of people. So, what happened? Japan, a country that looked unstoppable. It wasn't always like this. After World War II, Japan experienced one of the greatest economic miracles in human history. Cities grew rapidly, industries flourished, families were large, and the population exploded. By 2008, Japan had reached its peak, with around 128 million people. Then something changed. The answer isn't simple. Japanese people haven't suddenly stopped liking children. Instead, modern life has made starting a family increasingly difficult. Reason 1. Work. Japan's work culture is famous around the world. Long hours, endless expectations, and little free time have become part of everyday life. In some cases, people are simply too exhausted. Reason 2. Money. Raising children is expensive. Housing costs money, education costs money, and childcare costs money. For many young adults, the question isn't, do I want children? It's, can I afford them? Reason 3. Love. In Japan, most children are still born within marriage, but marriage itself has changed. People marry later than before. Others choose not to marry at all. Some focus on their careers, while others simply struggle to find the right partner. The result? Fewer marriages and fewer births. Reason 4. The Japanese paradox. Here's the strange part. Japan isn't only having fewer babies. Japanese people are also living longer than almost anyone else on Earth. Better health care, healthy diets, and strong social systems mean that Japan now has one of the oldest populations in the world. Reason 5. Haunted cities. Travel beyond Tokyo, and you begin to notice something unusual. Empty streets, closed schools, and forgotten villages. Across Japan, millions of homes sit abandoned. They're called Akiya, houses nobody wants, silent reminders of a country that's shrinking. Why don't foreigners solve the problem? Countries facing population decline often rely on immigration. But Japan has traditionally been cautious about opening its doors. Culture, language, politics, and identity all play a role. While immigration has increased in recent years, it hasn't been enough to reverse the trend. Is Japan doomed? Not necessarily. The Japanese government knows the problem exists. Financial support for families, childcare programs, and policies encouraging work-life balance have all been introduced. But changing demographics isn't easy. The real story. This story isn't really about numbers, graphs, or statistics. It's about people. About young adults trying to build a future, parents doing their best, grandparents watching their communities change, and a country trying to reinvent itself. Ending. Japan is still one of the most fascinating countries on Earth. The land of sushi, ancient shrines, bullet trains, and neon-lit cities. But beneath its extraordinary beauty, it faces one of the greatest demographic challenges of the modern world. And perhaps the biggest question isn't, can Japan solve this crisis? But rather, will the rest of the world eventually face the same future? Japan may be the first, but it probably won't be the last.